wabarakatuh. My name is Faizaman bin Azhari, Geometry E21A0475.
I am Siti Norifka binti Muhammad Jumain. My matrix number is F21A1253.
My name is Nur Anistayana Betty Zaidi. My metric number is E21A0080588.
My name is Monor Hasmalahi Bentiwan Hussein. My metric number is 1A0694.
Right.
So we are here to discuss about childhood obesity and childhood diabetes are becoming a serious national health problem in Malaysia. So we are going to discuss what is the most effective in dealing with the problem of childhood obesity and childhood diabetes in Malaysia. So anyone want to give your opinion or give your suggestion about this?
I think the most effective way to deal with this problem is ban all sugar-based food products and drinks. It is because these products are addictive. Um, Most of the school canteens always sold this kind of items such as chocolate and junk foods, cookies and ice cream. These kind of foods were commonplace in the school, and a typical breakfast was made up of donuts and soft drinks. Research shows that sugary drinks are one of the major determinants of obesity and diabetes, and emerging evidence indicates that high consumptions of sugary drinks increase the risk of for the heart disease. Uh, with all the other life-threatening effects of sugar, we sometimes forget the most basic cosmetic damage it does when it sits on your teeth. Sugar decay more efficiently than any other food. So I think we must ban all sugar because this is the effective way to deal with this childhood obesity and childhood diabetes problems.
Childhood obesity and childhood obesity are becoming a serious national health problem in Malaysia. And the most effective in dealing with the problem of childhood obesity and childhood diabetes in Malaysia is apply a suitable punishment to parents of overweight children. So the point is, it is argued that the mother and father of overweight children should be penalized for allowing their offspring to be overweight. I agree with the statement because the most parents give their processed food, and also children on their own but hardly engage in physical exercise. Um, for example, junks are easily available and are mostly given to kids by parents who have very busy schedule at work and find it difficult to prepare healthy meal at home. This differ- this processed food consumed by children are known to have a high amount of calorie. A recent research conclude that large calorie content in the processed food contributes excessively to obesity in children and make the children develop unhealthy eating habit. Consequently, parents should be sanctioned for feeding their offspring with junk.
I must say that the most effective in dealing with the problem of childhood obesity and childhood diabetes in Malaysia is make weight management and healthy living process compulsory. Even though weight management you must requires ongoing effort, including regular physical activity, healthier eating, getting enough sleep, and managing stress, and you can start by taking small habits to make healthy habits a priority every day. Okay, because possible problems for overweight children, although health problems are less common in childhood. Children who continue to be overweight into adulthood are at greater risk of to be of developing in diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, and so on.
Ways to deal with this problem, which is a childhood obesity and childhood diabetes, are becoming a serious national health. I think the ways is a ban all advertisement of snack and fast food. Since the 1970, fast food advertising and as targeting children specifically have increased dramatically. At the same time, the incidence of obesity has also skyrocketed. It's difficult to deny the link between increased fast food advertising and childhood obesity. According to the Kaiser Family Foundation, approximately 50% of the children are exposed to food related. Of this, none are for fruit, vegetable, or other healthy choice. Children are exposed to nearly 21 advertisements per day. Of this, only one every 3 days is a public service announcement for healthier eating. That's my idea. What about you, Rifka?
I'm sorry, but I am disagree with Diana points that apply punishment to parents of overweight children because sometimes children uh, were fat because hereditary breed, and I think this action is not fair for parents. So I stand with my points that we must ban all sugar. It is because excessive unhealthy food and sugars, sweet soft drink consumption has been linked to weight gain as it provides a major and unnecessary source of calories with little or no nutritional value. The result of the meta-analysis suggests that intake of sugars is a determinant of body weight in free-living people consuming at libertarian diets. The data suggests that the change in body fatness that occurs with modified intake of sugars result from an alteration in energy balance rather than a physiological metabolic physiological or metabolic consequences of monosaccharides or disaccharides. So I think ban all sugar is the most effective way to deal with this problem. What do you think, Adayana?
I disagree with your opinion um, that obesity is an important health issue for everyone. It is documented that heart disease, diabetes, and other complications of obesity can affect life greatly. But who is responsible for our children? Um, I think the parents are those who with whom children spend most of their time. So let us begin there. Parenting, for the most part, doesn't not come with a handbook. Become a parent involves some of the most complicated of life challenges. We have to decide what is the best for these helpless these people that we can create. What are the best choice for food? How do you feel deal with the emotional outbursts? When do we begin to set the limit for them? And what should the limit limit be? So, as a parent, um, we all need to be educated in many ways, especially for the parent who constantly getting input from other parents and reading all the current how-to books. That's all.
I think my point is true, which is a ban on advertisement of snack and fast food. Because study by the American Psychological Association show that advertisers spend more than $12 billion per year on the ad targeting children. If these were not particularly effective, this would be a very poor investment from the food industry. To investigate this trend, the task force on advertising of children was formed. Their research shows the product refresher begins with a single commercial viewing. Additional viewing serves to further strange the child filtering for the particular product. The American Psychological Association further notes a great deal of the research show eating unhealthy fast food, and including healthy alternative, lead to obesity overall poor health. The trend has been reported and repeatedly. Dr. Victor Strasberger recently told Reuters news agency just by banning ad for the fast food, one study say we could decrease obesity with overweight with 17%. The reduction in childhood obesity alone should be enough to ban fast food advertising. What about you, Ifka?
I'm interested with Hasma point, which is make weight management and healthy living cost compulsory. As I know, this way is to understand how to address weight issue in children and teens with healthy guidelines, linked to interactive and skill building tools and more. Can Hasma explain more about this way?
Yes, sure. You can try these tips to help manage your weight and stay active. First, you can add motion to your day. That means you must have a shared schedule, time for physical activity and stick to it. Any physical activity, even for a short time, is a good thing. I think you also must walking instead of use motorcycle or whatever vehicle. You must do activity that can make you sweat. That's a good thing for your health. And then you must have healthy snacks on hand. I mean, you can change from something that not health to something that more healthier. I mean, you can change from the potato or whatever, like Mr. Potato, like that. You can change to salad, something like healthy. You can change your snack. You can eat fruit, a lot of fruit. Okay. Hmm, I think that's all.
I think I agree
Uh,
with my statement because fast food doesn't necessarily make people fat, just unhealthy. Cholesterol, starch, and other. See, I'm not fat, but I don't feel healthy because I barely have any muscle and life on fat, sugar, and stress mostly. I need to change my diet and exercise.
Would like to add some point here. I think parents can motivate your children. Uh, parents is a role model to their children. So if we living in a healthy style, our children also we follow our routine. So I think that's great thing to do.
I'm agree with Faiz and Hasma point, but I am really disagree with Miss Diana point. But I also stand with my points that the most effective way to deal with this problem is ban all sugar, because other than that, side effects of sugar is um, sugar will make your organ fat. It can lead to heart disease. It plays havoc with cholesterol levels. It disables your appetite control, and it's linked with Alzheimer's disease, which is it's not good for children. So I think my point is the most effective way uh, to deal with this problem.
Think I cannot stick with fast statement because if we ban all sugar-based products, where we can get the energy? Because the energy is mostly come from sugar. We just need to take in.
I'm sorry for interrupted, Hasma, but as I said, ban all sugar is based food products and drinks such as chocolates, ice cream, cookies, junk foods. I mean, not all the products that contain sugar must be banned. So I think the food that are attractive and addictive for kids, we must ban. That's all.
I'm sorry, but ban all sugar-based product also can also in healthy living causes. I mean, they they are the same. So does anyone have anything else to say? Otherwise, we shall end this discussion here.
Okay, I think all of you guys have your own opinions, and I respect that. So I think uh, that's all for today. Thank you for all cooperations for today. Thank you.